Hello, hi, and welcome back, everybody. This is the Lone Tonberry, and we're going to continue our journey through Final Fantasy XVI here. I apologize. I know the last video was nothing but reading. I would still like to go through at least a little bit in the whatever those connections are called, the character connections, but I'm not going to do that right now. I've already spent enough time doing that, so I may go back and do that later, maybe a little bit here and there, but I already have enough to go back to every time when I have to read the journal entries, so I'll figure out what to do with those. It's really not all that useful anyways. I mean, it just kind of reaffirms people's connections with each other, but we kind of already know how they feel about each other, so... But anyways, we'll go ahead and get started. Slay thorny thistles at Curltail Falls. I don't think I can... Oh, you have to go off the end of the dock? Oh. Okay. Let's go get this side quest done. It's the only one I have right now. Last video I was talking about the guy who let me see all the side quests. I forget what they were called. But it was the guy next to the bar that would basically allow me to see a map of all the side quests, but I don't have him anymore. I don't know if he's dead. Like if he got killed. Oh, I forgot I changed Torgal's skin. I don't know if he got killed during the sack of the hideaway, the original hideaway by Hugo. But I guess we'll find out. I imagine they would have...
Easier than felling a forest, I said.
I gotta remember how to play this game.
Stay down.
Stay down. Oh! Oh, I forgot what it was. That's a pretty cool ability. I like that. Oh, you know what? I completely forgot I had to detonate them. Like that. And it chains them together. That's cool.
Waken winds!
Enemy slain. Oh, I have a lot of points. Pitcher wax. A sticky substance found in the pitcher of a carnivorous plant which thrives in the Rosarian lowlands. I think I was saving up my focus points.
Can't imagine Obelisk needing any more than this. Time to head home.
That's right, we were collecting patch material for his skiff. Because the lake, it sounds like the ether in the lake is degrading the boat. The lack of ether, I think?
Did you find me some wax?
Find is one way of putting it.
Oh, I didn't even read it. That's okay.
Ugh. Reeks like a chocobo's arse. I don't suppose the Argo will mind as long as he stays above the waves.
Argo? So your boat has a name? I didn't know.
Yeah. Same as me old man. He was a ferryman himself back before the Blight came. The boat's all I have left of him. And thanks to you, he'll sail another day.
Quest complete. Culkin Ball. I don't know if that's supposed to be a play on words, but good lord, if it is. Badge of Might +1. I think I've probably read it before. Increases attack by 12. That's pretty good. I think I was wearing... yeah, I was wearing the Badge of Might. Let's get the +1. What was the regular one? +7. Yeah. And I think we can go ahead and finally get the ability, right? Summons from the heavens a mighty Levin bolt that deals massive damage to a single target. That'd be great for bosses. This one's good for AoE and it heals all enemies. Summons a magic nullify. That one's kind of cool too, the fact that it nullifies magic. That could be pretty useful for bosses too, I think. Oh, that was sick. What was that? Create a ball of lightning that upon being struck chains lightning to it. Oh, yeah, yeah. He throws it out and you can smack it. Interesting. We'll go ahead and take this. Oh, and you can upgrade it? And it's an ability, yeah. I think I'll probably replace this. Pile drive. I like Thunderstorm's really cool. Yeah, they count as actual abilities. That kind of sucks. That's probably good, because this is what I would use it for anyways, is single target damage. I don't know that I'm gonna... I might maybe replace Scarlet Cyclone with the Phoenix one, but I think the cooldown on that is probably really long. It has to be. They gave me an accessory that reduces the cooldown by like 12 seconds. Martha's Rest. Let's see if it's changed. Central Rosaria. Atop a rocky tor overlooking the countryside nests Martha and her flock, offering well-earned respite to all who would make the climb. That's right, Martha's missing. Need to go find her.
What happened here?
Come on. We need to find the others.
This place is a lot drearier than it used to look. Looks like the mercenaries are still here, though.
What was all the screaming and shouting, Mummy?
I told you to stay inside.
That is a dark corner. What is this guy doing running around? Alright. I don't want to waste a lot of time just sprinting around again, or running around again. It does look like the mercenaries are still here, tholl
I'm sorry,
Curse
Sid.
breaker.
You're too late. The Imperials have already left.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
If they heard Martha,
The boys from the garrison might still be nearby.
found her. I'd rather not bump into them again.
There's a lot of them, it looks like. Oh, somebody's dead.
They've killed my bearer. I demand recompense.
Were they just killing all of them?
What are you after?
Stone skin cuffs. A shield on my left arm, sword brother at my right, the courage of my mother to see me through the fight. A soldier's prayer. Increases stone skin tonic duration by 30 seconds. The founder's footsteps orchestration roll. 20,000. Oh my goodness.
Very well.
Oh, wait.
How do?
Do you sell potions? Okay, I'm maxed out on those. I don't have any elixirs or Lionheart tonics. Elixirs are 10,000. Whew. Yeah, this is what I wanted to do. The coral sword. Yeah, I'll sell the coral sword, but I'm going to keep the Invictus.
Is that everything?
And I'm not going to sell any of the purple stuff.
That all, is it?
Oi, look sharp!
Hey? What? Good to see you, Sid. The soldiers who did this are long gone, I'm afraid. We're doing what we can to treat the wounded.
So there's a lot of factions in this game, for sure, but it does seem like the Imperials are kind of becoming the main villains. Like, we've got Hugo, right? He's a bit of a nuisance. Well, he's more than a nuisance. He destroyed our hideout and killed a bunch of people. But he's just a self-serving jerk.
Are any of you hurt?
No, they didn't come this way, thank the founder.
Who's doing his own thing, but the Imperials seem to be making a concerted effort. I think that Sylvester knows more than he's letting on. And I think that they're kind of keeping the bearer up, like, because it's at this point it's becoming kind of an uprising, right? Like, people are becoming very aware of Sid. Like, his name is well known, and it seems like life is being made a little bit harder for bearers, which it obviously would be.
Let's get you to a physical, shall we?
I'm sorry. I think I twisted something.
But they do seem to know that something's going on, and they're keeping it, like, kind of secret. And I do think Sylvester knows more than he's letting on.
Sid? What said you'd be coming? I trust you don't mind. Also thought you might need some help. And it appears he was right.
You, could say that, yes. They're saying the Imperials ascended like a storm. No one was spared their fury. Martha tried to step in and calm things down, but all our efforts got her were a pair of iron shackles and a hard march.
Any idea where?
Judging by their tracks, they headed towards Sorrowwise Bay.
To the Abbey, sheltering Martha's bearers.
The bastards. Jill and I will go after them. You take care of the people here.
We will. But, before you go, one of the locals heard something. He said the soldiers were talking about a culling. I don't know how big this is, but it doesn't sound good. Be careful out there, Sid.
You do the same.
Quest accepted. Dark clouds gather. I'm trying to understand the motivation here. So you're gonna cull. I'm assuming the culling refers to the bearers.
Cole is right. That was no tavern brawl. It was a message.
But a culling. Bearers are the property of the Empire. The garrison wouldn't have the authority to act alone. The orders would have had to have come from higher up.
Yeah, and it's like, but why would you cull the bearers? You still need them. Like, especially if you know the crystals are a problem. You need magic for stuff. How are you can't just get rid of them.
Lads from the garrison all poured in, sword swinging, and took Martha away with them.
This culling business. You don't think the Empire means to rid the land of bearers, do you?
A genocide? Good lord. Be on par for this game. It's a pretty dark game. That's right. Glademond Abbey. Let's go find out.
And they called themselves our countrymen.
Let's just real quick. Yeah, there's a couple of new things. Okay, Curse Breakers. A unit drawn from those of fighting age and martial training among the residents of the Hideaway who conduct operations to liberate bearers from slavery. Beginning as a loose collection of like-minded individuals in Sid's Hideaway who chose to rid themselves of their bearers' brands that they might serve the cause out in the field. The Order has greatly expanded both its ranks and its operations since the move to Benamere, all under Otto's watchful eye. Cool. Second in command of the Curse Breakers, who assists with the coordination of their troops, bearer liberating activities under the supervision of his captain, Doris? Formerly a slave soldier for the Fist of the Republic, before being freed and taken in by those he now calls his brothers and sisters in arms. I know Doris is the leader of the Curse Breakers. I remember her. I just don't know if it's Doris or Doris. Right. I'm going to read as many of those as possible so we don't have to read as much when we get back.
If those Orsons touch an hair on Martha's head, I'll kill them all myself.
So I've already explored this area, so I'm not going to run around again. I just like to make sure I get the exploration done the first time through. Let's try this out. Woo! That did some damage. That did some damage. What's the cooldown on that? Yeah, it's pretty long. It's pretty long. That's gonna need to be saved for, That's gonna need to be saved.
Up ahead.
Is that her? What happened?
Martha, are you hurt?
Don't worry about me. It's them at the Abbey who need you. You have to do something.
Tell us what happened.
What happened? The damn Black Shields, that's what happened.
Sorry if you can hear that,
The
I'm
Black
not sure what's...
Shields.
The bastards caught wind. The abbot and I were helping bearers. They were gonna hang us both. When the sick rose from their beds. Poor souls turned on the Imperials. distracted them long enough for me to get away.
Then they may still be alive. Martha, do you think you can make it back to the inn? Cole is there with the other curse breakers.
I think so. Thank you, Clive.
So did they just get the information they needed out of her and then just left her? Why wouldn't they just kill her?
Black Shields. Is this some sort of twisted
Red
joke?
Shields, yeah.
There has only ever been one Order of Shields in Rosaria, and they fought to defend all her citizens.
Seems a step too far, even for the Empire.
It's still on cooldown. Yeah, that's going to be needed to... That's going to need to be used for damage sessions. Damage sessions? Damage windows, sorry. When I pull them down and whatnot. And break them.
Make it look easy.
I see him over there. I'm just not necessarily trying to pick a fight with him right now.
Are we too late?
There might still be someone inside.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No.
Damn it.
I thought you lot were all spent.
Murderers. They drove the bearers to this.
Wait. These two aren't turned.
That bitch of an innkeeper must have sent them. Colluding with the enemies of the Empire is a serious offense.
Black Shields.
And for their crimes shall they be punished. Such is the law. To dwell in darkness that we may purge the night and welcome lasting dawn. On these our swords we swear.
How dare you speak those words? Have you no honor?
Clive.
This won't take long.
Yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this. I tell you what, man, this game does a really good job of making me hate the bad guys. Almost instant death. Enemy slain.
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Oh, I was like, why'd the sound go away? Quest complete. Dark clouds gather. What is that at the bottom? The Breath of the Wind Gouge reduces gouge cooldown time by 2 seconds.
I didn't see the abbot. He may still be alive.
Doubtful. And if he is, it's only going to be long enough to say something, I'm sure.
Found her.
The abbot.
The bearers died protecting him, calling upon what little magic they had left in their bodies.
Clive. He's breathing.
We're friends of Martha. We're here to help.
Are the Imperials dead?
They are. Every last one.
If only that were true. The Black Shields will return. The cullings will continue. Rosaria will never be saved unless we save her. Tell Mother to beg Sid's aid and tell her this wasn't her fault.
I shall.
Sid! Where are you? Sid!
In here! We found a survivor!
Clive?
Not anymore. Oh, he's turned to stone.
He's gone.
We've laid the abbot to rest. But the bearers... they didn't need to die like this.
No, they didn't. But it was their choice. They knew the fate that awaited them and chose to meet it on their terms, fighting for those who fought for them.
Martha said they rose from their beds, threw themselves at the Imperials so she and the abbot could escape.
Oh, she ran all the way
I've
back
gathered
here.
the bearers' remains. We should consign them to the tide.
There's a drawbridge not far from here. Radix Jump. The currents there are swift. If the abbot was still with us, he'd have taken the dust there himself and performed the casting. I'll get someone to...
I'll do it.
Of course. Cole and I will remain here and see to the Imperials.
I meant she ran all the way back to the release. She ran all the way back to the to Martha's Rest. Mortal Remains. Game hits hard, man. It's crazy, like the stuff they're making these people go through. When one finally succumbs to the crystal's curse, the last remaining ether held within one's body is finally released, causing the lithified flesh to crumble and create the dust synonymous with the bearer's passing. Oh, how do I get there? Okay. Not this way. Oh, is that an Ahriman? First time we've seen those. Ahriman's rank C. What is this? A bounty? Notorious marks. Oh, okay. Every now and then, Clive may encounter creatures larger, faster, and more ferocious than most. While flight is always an option, defeating the Notorious Mark can earn him not only renown, but also rare materials that may be used to craft new gear or upgrade existing items. Alright, Notorious Marks.
What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
Oh, I wasn't ready for that. Oh, he's casting Doom on me. Uh-oh. Means I'm dead for sure, right? I just have to get out. Okay, okay. Is that what Doom looks like in this game? I was gonna say, what am I supposed to do? I don't have another character. Oh, he turned on me quick with that. Sorry, I'm getting back used to the game. It's been a few days since I've actually played the game. Since my last video was also spent reading, so it's been quite a bit. Quagga. I haven't seen that in a long time for a Final Fantasy game. There we go. Now's the time. Oh, and it stops time when it does it? That was some damage. Won't be able to use that again, probably, though. Here's Doom again. Nice try. A lot to dodge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm forgetting how to play the game, like I said. Is this Doom? Okay. Get out of that. I don't want to knock him into stagger mode. Right as I'm about to, and have to dodge all this stuff. This is getting a little outrageous. I can almost do it again. No! Notorious Mark slain. $5,000 gil. What is this? Is this like fame or something?
You didn't see that coming.
That was entertaining. Did I like get told what that was and I just don't remember?
That must be the bridge. So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
Sure.
No one survived then?
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of
What a
her
surprise, and she calls them the same thing as the Red Shields.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones. If those Imperials think they can come in here again and threaten my people, they're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
Quest complete. Release. Alright, return to the hideaway. Oh. What is that icon?
We'll return to the hideaway as soon as we've finished our ministrations.
Try not to move. You'll only make it worse.
Oi! You there! Don't just pass me by!
Rowan, the traveling trader?
You handy with that sword of yours? Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos?
You heard me right. Wild birds? The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Is that Ambrosia?
Chocobos. Fighting bandits.
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking to settle the score. Oh, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
Go and help the flock of chocobos. The white-winged wonder.
All right.
There's a good lad.
Where can I find these chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels were driving the poor things towards the old dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure I will.
And good luck to you. And give those no-good bastards a hiding from me.
White-winged wonder. Whiteheart, huh? Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is probably going to be Ambrosia. Do I get to ride her finally?
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
I am very cognizant of the random like frame skips that are going on too. I don't know what the deal is with those, but it's like I said, it's something I just don't seem to be able to get rid of. Go get this item. Maybe I'll fiddle with the settings a little bit more. Quest destination nearby.
A white feather. I thought Ambrosia was one of a kind. Speaking of brave birds. Looks like they went that way.
White chocobo pinion. I don't know why you don't assume it is Ambrosia. Like, you didn't watch the bird die. A pristine plume, possibly plucked from the plump posterior of a bandit bucking bow, known to the provincials as a Whiteheart. Bandit bucking bow. Ugh. Okay, I'm missing that up badly. So you can hit him up to 3 times. Ooh, that did a lot of damage.
These chocobos aren't going down without a fight. No holding back.
Ah, I keep doing that. I don't want to use the big one on him. I want to save it for whatever fight I'm about to get in with the chocobos. Gosh, it's getting bad. I'm wondering... I'll fix it later. I'm wondering if the issue is the fog effects, because it is foggy right now.
They're in trouble.
Where? Oh, blind.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business. But I reckon someone will pay good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Not around here, they won't.
Oh. And why's that, eh?
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then. But don't say I didn't warn you.
There's 2 casters. Oh, I wasted that. I was thinking... That's alright. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Let's get rid of the little guys first. Ow. Oh, do you have to be targeting the guy that you want to use it on? Ooh. Oh, you can only set up to 6? All right. Oh, too late. That way too late. Woo! Enemy slain. Spoils. That is Ambrosia. The eye's messed up.
You're safe now. White heart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be. Ambrosia. It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mount. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
Oh, he gave me a saddle. Oh, it's got an eye patch.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Ah, a few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my car on the road, didn't you? No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
You take care of your flock for now. I'll call you when I need you.
Quest complete. The White-Winged Wonder. That'll level up? Yes, it is. Level 26. I'm sorry, 27. Ambrosia's Tack. A bespoke saddle and blinders worn by Clive's childhood chocobo, Ambrosia. Queh! Ambrosia. Displayed in Clive's chambers. Oh, okay. Chocobo unlocked. Mount up. After 18 long... It's been 18... Oh, yeah, because it was 13 and then another 5. After 18 long years, Clive has finally been reunited with his faithful steed. Hold right-click while in the field to summon Ambrosia and A to mount the chocobo. So, it seems like... I see more influence from Final Fantasy XIV. In that the icon... the icon in which... you unlock new features to the game, like chocobo riding, has a special icon to it, which is rein in. It's just a stop. But yeah, they do that in Final Fantasy XIV for quests that unlock new features. They're blue with a special mark in the middle. I can't remember. I think it's like it might be a plus mark or something like that. Oh, does Jill get a chocobo? Huh. Turn to the hideaway. Alright, this is cool. Now I can ride the chocobo. I'm assuming I can do this anywhere, so.
Thanks, Gal.
Cool. Alright, well, let's go ahead and go back.
Now, where's Gav?
Gav should be back by now.
I have yet to meet Gav since
I hear there's trouble.
since the downfall of the prior hideaway. Gotta get rid of those badges. There he is.
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's head? And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first?
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
Well, the two nations beat their shields. The rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the mother crystals.
Like all of them?
4 mother crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Ironhome?
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the 7 High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
Quick on the uptake, Gav.
My uncle's name gave him his start in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune. Along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Can't believe all the Rossfields weren't, like, wiped out. Oh, there he is. He's the guy who tells me where all the side quests are. Oh, the Moogle has a board now. There was nothing on it earlier. Otto's counter is now open. New facilities. The following hideaway facilities are now available. Alliant reports. That's what they were called. The Patron's Whisper and the Hunt Board. All three are located near Otto and the Mess. Renown. Completing side quests available through Alliant reports or defeating notorious marks found on the Hunt Board will earn Clive renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree at the Patron's Whisper in the Hideaway's Mess to view current renown level and accept any donations available. Okay. What did I call it? Fame? Pretty close.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
New quest is available. Is it here? Yeah, it is. Oh, what is that? The fruits of her labors? Let's go see what that is.
You think it's alright to touch him?
This is the botany area.
It won't be long now, Martel.
Cormac, botanist.
See, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
The fruits of her labors. Take the fruit to the curse breakers? Why not? I'm sure they'll be pleased.
It'll be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
The fruits of her labors. 2 baskets of Martel apples. I'll read them when I go to give it to the people. So I guess that the little patch of regrown skin over their carved faces where the marks used to be, or the brands used to be, apparently that does make people not realize that you were branded.
Did you come through?
I mean, I feel like it would be kind of obvious, right? Because the first thought would be, why do you have that big mark on your face? That's suspiciously where a brand used to be, or would have been. But it seems to work. I guess every branded is now a Clark Kent. Off limits, that means you. Okay. I'm gonna adjust the, I didn't even realize these kids were talking to Torgal here. I'm gonna adjust the settings a little bit after this, because that slowdown seems to be happening a little bit more often now.
That room's as ragged as...
Fabian, Cursebreaker.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martel.
Martel apples. A basket of Martel apples grown and picked by Cormac for sample by hideaway residents.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait,
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
Others weren't so lucky, though.
Corentin Cursebreaker?
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Oh, a basket of apples.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab them right from the branch, make Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Alright, I'll go do it now. I was going to just end it right there because I'd be at the desk, but I might forget to return this next time.
Cursebreakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not. I'll see that you're both well provided for. They like your fruit, Martel. Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Okay, I mean, I think it's sweet that he named the tree after her, but it's kind of weird that he talks to it like it's a person. The fruits of her labors, Martel apples. A basket of slightly stunted, somewhat sweet apples grown from the blighted earth thanks to the dedication and perseverance of one woman, Martel. May she rest in peace. Still, we'll grow something worth eating one of these days, and when we do, you'll have first pick. Martel. I vaguely remember that. Displayed in Clive's chambers. Vaguely remember that. Alright, I think I'm gonna try to go talk to Harpocrates real quick before we end this so I can get the reading done, and then we can just start the next video in front of the counter with the, I forget the name of those things, the side quests and the renown stuff.
You think it's alright to touch him?
Everyone used to live in the sky. Where did they get their fish?
My knowledge is yours.
All right. They can't be that much, right?
I have compiled some new entries, if you would like to see them.
Yeah, not
what
a super
subject shall
amount.
we consider today?
The Mother Crystals. Though the people of Valisthea rely on the crystals mined from these mountains in their everyday lives and flock to the ether-rich lands around them in pursuit of their blessing, Sid posits that it is in fact the Mother Crystals and their ability to draw ether from the earth that is the reason for the Deadlands' advance. The few who learn the truth are hunted down by those in positions of power, those whose power rests on their control of their crucial resource. The Crystalline Impasse. A conflict fought between the Holy Empire of Sambrek and the Republic of Dhalmekia in the year of 878, largely concerning control of the Crystalline Dominion. The Dominion had previously been the subject of a non-aggression pact between the Valisthean nations, but in 873, the Empire claimed Twinside for its new capital, an act which eventually spurred the Dhalmekians into military action. The Black Shields, an order of knights instituted by Empress Annabella in one of her first acts as vicereine of the newly established imperial province of Rosaria. Okay, that's okay. They are tasked with purging the impurities from the province, which in practice primarily involves slaying bearers upon the slightest pretext. So they called her vicereine from the very beginning, but did she have control of Rosaria from the very beginning, or was it just now? Because we haven't seen these Black Shields until now. Persons of interest. We've almost completed this. Joshua Rossfield. Dominant of the Phoenix and former heir to the ducal throne, Joshua was thought to have died at the hands of the second Icon of Fire during the disaster at Phoenix Gate. However, he somehow survived, appearing before his brother once more some 13 years later in the inner sanctum of Drake's Head, and saving Clive from Ultima's advances by calling upon the powers of the Phoenix to seal the being within himself. Ambrosia! Clive's personal steed. After losing her master at Phoenix Gate, Ambrosia found a new flock and led them in defending honest merchants from beasts and bandits, earning herself the love of the locals and the name Whiteheart. Indeed, it was one local's insistence that she be defended in turn that led to her happy reunion with Clive. Gav. Sid's faithful scout, now one of Clive's closest and most trusted allies, he continues to put his legendary nose to work in service of the Hideaway, the information he brings back from his expeditions proving invaluable for the Cursebreakers in their efforts to save bearers from servitude. Though he lost an eye during Hugo Kupka's attack on the old Hideaway, his scouting senses remain undimmed. Ugh. Tarja. Resident Physiker of Clive's Hideaway and trusted ally of the cause. Branded as a bear from birth and forced to serve as a battlefield healer, Tarja put her surgical training to use in removing her own brand, a procedure she has since perfected and offers to any other escaped slaves. Alright, attendant to Joshua. Companion and protector of Joshua Rossfield, dominant of the Phoenix. As loyal as she is dangerous, her blade is ever at the ready for any who might mean her master ill, and her tonics ever at hand to heal the sickly prince's hurts. Joshua addresses her by the name Jote, but it is unclear whether this is her true name or another pseudonym. Byron Rossfield, younger brother of the late Archduke Elwyn and warden of Port Isolde, a thriving trading port in the south of Rosaria. Byron inherited a small fortune from his noble family, which he built into a large one by virtue of his mercantile wiles and adventurous spirit. There is not a trading house, nor a tap house in Valisthea and beyond that does not have a tale to tell of Lord Byron Rossfield. I missed something somewhere. I did? Oh, okay, Martel, okay. A young bear who assisted Bohumil in his research into growing crops in the blighted soil of Sid's Hideaway. Alas, she was gravely wounded during Kupka's attack on their home. Though she was able to escape the wreckage with some of the saplings that were the fruit of their labors, she succumbed soon after. The trees were replanted in Clive's new hideaway, and the apples they bore named Martel in her memory. All right, lay of the land, the 7 high houses. Yeah, we haven't really talked about this. The highest noble houses of Old Rosaria, of which House Rossfield is the first and foremost, They have their roots in the ruling dynasties of the small independent nations that were united upon the founding of the duchy. The houses had a prominent voice in ducal politics, but this was silenced when the region fell to the empire and Empress Annabella took Rosaria's reigns. Port Isolda, a port city situated on the southwestern coast of the imperial province of Rosaria. Only Rosalith rivals it for size, and in the glory days of Archduke Elwin's reign, its streets bustled with traders from across Valisthea. Sadly, those days are long since gone, and Sambraquois occupation has seen everything from marketplaces to military institutions subverted to the will of the Empire. Drake's Fang, one of Valisthea's 5 remaining mother crystals. 5 remaining mother crystals? Was this before or after? Because I destroyed one of them, so there's only before. Located in the Dalmekian Republic. Unlike its sisters, who jut from the earth to tower above the landscape, Drake's Fang is completely enclosed within the vast hollow of an ageless mountain, its citrine fingers reaching inward to the barrow's heart. Excavation of these crystals has, over centuries, showered the Dalmeks with substantial fortune, and as such is seen as a symbol of the nation's prosperity. Drake's Spine, a mother crystal situated in Stanhir, capital of the Kingdom of Waloed. Its sheer walls, strikingly similar to the towering cliffs that line the coasts of Ash. The interior can only be gained by means of solitary stone span that stretches from the heart of the city proper. Being the last remaining mother crystal on Ash, the crystals harvested from its surface are a vital lifeline for the Walooder people. But even then, their number is far from enough to sate the kingdom's appetite, thus forcing her king to seek sources elsewhere. That was a really hard one to read. Drake's Tail, a mother crystal located in the Crystalline Dominion. It is one of only 5 remaining in Valisthea. Okay, there's only 4 left, but I'm assuming it means 5 at the beginning of the story. In Valisthea, and is the largest of its kind. Silhouetted by the setting sun, the islands of the Dominion spread out before it. The tail is truly a wonder to behold. The Northern Territories, a bitterly cold corner of Storm's most northerly reaches. The loose collection of nations that sprang up around the region's erstwhile mother crystal Drake's Eye were united and pacified by Archduke Elwin Rossfield of Rosaria in the year 854. However, in the years following Rosaria's annexation by the Empire, a combination of both the Blight's inexorable advance and Sambrek's lack of interest in the territories has only worked to quicken the area's destabilization. All right, Mysteries of the Realm. The Cullings. After being made vicereine of the newly annexed Rosarian territory, the Empress Annabella quietly established a host of loyal Imperial soldiers, the Black Shields, to maintain order. Though branded as keepers of the peace, their true purpose is to carry out what has come to be known as cullings, or brutal massacres of provincial bearers and those who show them sympathy. The killing is swift and indiscriminate, with the shields dispatched serving as judge, jury, and executioner, and the chaos left in their wake is usually enough to deliver entire settlements to ruin. That makes it sound like the Empire is not aware that she's created these Black Shields and that they're killing all the bearers. I still don't know enough about Annabella, but she almost sounds like an idiot. Like she just hates bearers. I don't know if she has some knowledge that I'm not aware of or that everybody else isn't aware of, but her actions have always been in pure hatred of bears, and it's like one of the mother crystals was already taken out. The land is being destroyed by blight, and you're not going to have any magic left, and you're killing the only last source of magic. It doesn't make any sense. Missives. The second simplest method of long-distance communication used in Valisthea after whispering one's message to a traveling trader and trusting in the strength of their memory. Though letters are more prone to interception than stoluses, they have the advantage that they can be sent to those one does not know. Their major disadvantage, that the majority of the common folk of the twins can neither read nor write, limiting their exchange to those of a certain level of education. Efforts are underway to offer such an education to the bearers of the Hideaway, and many are already more confident readers and writers than their former masters. How poetic. The Bestiary. Ahriman. With their single unblinking eye, these winged horrors ever scan the horizon, seeking their next victims, using their singular ability to bend the very air around themselves and leap across great distances to take prey unawares. Those few who manage to survive their preliminary assault, however, are soon faced with a second horror, a crippling curse whispered from the lips of an abyssal maw, leaving them with but moments to lament their fates. That's talking about Doom. Of course,
did you learn everything you needed?
Doom doesn't work the same way it does in other games. Usually Doom, you get a countdown, and if you don't finish the fight before the countdown, you just die. So I'm curious about this Byron Rossfield. He's operating out of Port Isolde, which seems to be close to Rosalith, where Annabella is situated. I'm hoping... Like, why is he still alive? I feel like they would have gotten rid of all of the Rossfields. Yet he's situated right near Annabella, and it doesn't seem to be an issue. I'm hoping it doesn't turn out to be some kind of trap. Well, maybe not a trap, because they're not aware of my existence, but... This is a new location? Hawk's Cry Cliff, okay. I will read that the next time. But anyways, at least we got something done this time and only did a little bit of reading, and we can just continue the next time. So, as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.